Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. And I know it's been a while, but yes, I am here now. I am here for you guys. So guys, if you just see my face for the very first time, my name is Jennifer Confident and I am a 2020 Erasmus Mundus Scholarship awardee. Yes, baby girl is an Erasmus scholar. Yes. Anyways guys, so in today's video I just thought it would be interesting for me to share my scholarship journey with you guys, so that people are gonna see that it has not always been rosy. You grab a hand. So some people, I was talking to my friend Chinaza said, Jennifer, I have 3 years full-time work experience in scholarship application. I was like, what the heck does that mean? She said yes, she has full-time, like scholarship application is a full-time job. I'm like, what the heck do you mean? Say yes, so somebody that did over 50 scholarship applications. Babe, it was a 3 years full-time job. I was like, what the heck? I was like, that means me, I'm not even started or something like that. But anyways, me, my own, it was a 3 years part-time job I was doing. So, yes, so my scholarship application was part-time job for me. It was not full-time job like people like Chinaza and all that. Anyways, I thought it would be interesting to share it with you guys. And yes, if you want to hear how I got buzz from different scholarships, NDDC, wait, let me call them NDDC, TOTA, PTDF, FSB, Chevney, Commonwealth. If you want to hear them, come with me, come and hear. Okay, welcome back guys. So in this my scholarship journey, these are the different scholarships I have applied to in this my scholarship journey. I've applied to NDDC, I applied to PTDF, I applied to Total, I applied to FSB, Federal Scholarship Board Abroad Scholarship, I applied to Chevney, I applied to Commonwealth, I applied to then Erasmus. So how many like this now? 5, 6, 7. So 7 different scholarship bodies that I have always, some of them multiple times, some of them just once. Yes. So anyway, so these are the different scholarships I have applied to. Now, before I get straight into the story, the gist of everything, I think it would be interesting for me to tell you that while I was a student, while I was an undergraduate, I never heard anything about Commonwealth or anything scholarship, blah 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 blah, and all that. So people that I knew that went abroad for their scholarships, like to study rather, they were all sponsored by their parents. So I never knew anybody from my school who got scholarship. And aside that, even people around me, I never knew anybody who got scholarship apart from one person. That person is 2 generations before me. Yes, 2 generations before me. So my grandma's elder brother, you can see how far it is. 2 generations, he's even late, like he died since. So you can see how far it is. So there is nobody like 2 generations ahead. So I never heard of anything scholarship and blah 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 blah. Like I didn't even think it was a thing, because for me in my head, if I'm going abroad to school, my parents would sponsor me. Yes, that was what was in my head. I swear down, that was what was in my head. So when I graduated, anyway, schooling abroad has not always been something I was like gingered about, like gree, I want to school abroad, that kind of stuff. I just knew that okay, maybe I'll go abroad to school. Even though I don't go abroad to school, I'll get to school in Nigeria and blah 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 and all that. So there was this option of okay, maybe abroad, and then there's another option of in Nigeria, that kind of something. However, when I finished and graduated, my dad now said, anyone, go and start applying for scholarships. So if you're not Igbo, if you don't hear Igbo, it means anyone, it means a lot of things. Anyone, it means my friend. Anyone, it means my girlfriend. Anyone, it means madam. Anyone, it means oge. Anyone, it means hey you get, all those things there, it means anyone, so anyone, oge, madam, anyone, go and start applying to scholarships, like for scholarships. So yes, that's basically what my dad told me. He was like, you can't make this grade finish and then you would still have to pay for schooling, because for him, me making such grades and all that, like it meant I should never pay for fees again. I should be sponsored throughout my life, that kind of something, for any academic endeavor, any academic part I want to, engage and stuff like that, I should always be funded for him. Yes, that kind of something. And it made sense. Yes, it made sense. It was until he said it, that was when he said, that's when I actually, started thinking about it and all that. So then I finished 2017, June, July, that period. Yes, that's when I finished my undergraduate studies. And then by November, December, I went for service. So if you don't know what service is, if you're not in Nigeria, it means National Youth Service Corps. So it's like a compulsory, or rather a mandatory 1 year service, national service that when you graduate from university, you have to undertake it. So I went for my service, and then during my service, I met someone whom were staying at the same lodge together, a lodge provided to us by Living Faith Chapel. Is it Winners Chapel, Living Faith Church? Yes. Thank you, Living Faith. Yes, thank you. So they provided a place for us. So that's where I met him. We're together and we're serving at the same place, Ahmadu Bello University, even though we're serving at different departments. So that's when I met him, and he's like, Jennifer, let us apply for this scholarship. That was Commonwealth Shared. So that was now January 2018. And he was like, this scholarship is still on. Let's apply to it now. Commonwealth Shared. Yeah, I think it's Commonwealth Shared. Yeah, it's one of the Commonwealth scholarships. Yeah, Commonwealth Shared. So he said, let us apply to it, blah, blah, blah. He knows someone whom they schooled together, because he schooled in Ghana. They schooled together, and the person got it. So he was like, Jennifer, let's apply. I was like, Emmanuel, are you sure? Okay, Emmanuel is the guy that, he told me. That's my friend, the friend that was talking to me. And he was like, yes, that he knows someone who got it. Anyway, we applied. We're applying with our phone and we're writing rubbish. Anytime if I go through those essays, I feel like telling myself, stretch out your hand. What did you write? Rubbish. Anyways, me now, have I ever had nobody to help me or guide me? In fact, not even nobody to guide me. Like, I didn't do proper research. We just bamboos enter like that and started applying. We didn't do proper research or anything. So that was the first time we applied for that Commonwealth Shared Scholarship. After applying to it, we bounced because it was rubbish. Yes, our applications were rubbish. Anyways, after that application, towards the end of 2018, I think November, December 2018, when scholarships open. So yes, I now applied to Commonwealth, and then I applied to Chevening that end of towards the end of 2018. However, let's just pause here now. So even though my parents were eager for me to, be sponsored abroad and all that, they were equally willing to train me in Nigeria, like to fund my master's in Nigeria. So they're like, we can fund your master's in Nigeria, but not abroad. You grab. So while I was looking for scholarships and all that, I was equally looking at schools in Nigeria. So on the top of my list, we have Covenant University, Ahmadu Bello University, and Nigerian Defense Academy. Anyways, at the end of the day, I decided to go with Ahmadu Bello University to apply. So while I was applying this end of 2018, so while I was applying to scholarships for that during the end of 2018 to begin 2019, I was equally applying for the one in Nigeria, applied for the one at Ahmadu Bello University, and then I applied for the one abroad with Chevening and Commonwealth. That end of 2018. The next thing, ASUU strike happened. I ended my National Youth Service that same period, came back home. I finished applying for, like I said, I applied for Ahmadu Bello University, applied for Commonwealth, applied for Chevening. So after everything, I finished applying for this. So I came back home, and yes, there was ASUU strike and blah, 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 blah. And so during this same period also, I think that's when so after I finish applying for it now, they will now come out to now start sieving. So you start getting your love letter and all that. Anyway, so I got love letter for Commonwealth, got love letter for Chevening, and those were my first times for applying for Commonwealth and Chevening, and it hurt so bad, but I was like, I already applied for ABU, so let me manage my ABU and be going. And yes, I was hoping that they will resume. ABU did not resume till May 2019 ASUU strike. Anyway, so January 2019, I started applying to other ones, and so during that period, I applied by the start of the year in 2019, I applied to NDDC. After applying to NDDC, I applied to Total. I applied to wait. I applied to NDDC, applied to Total, I applied to Federal Scholarship Board, and I think I was also applying for Turkey. Yeah, these four. So I had already applied for Chevening and Commonwealth and all that. Yes. So I think Chevening has already given me love letter, but Commonwealth was still waiting. So at that time, that start of January 2019, I had NDDC applied, Total applied, I have Federal Scholarship Board applied, and I had Turkey that was applying, but the thing was entering here and coming out here. Anyways, I sure didn't complete the application. So the only standing application, NDDC, Total, and FSB. So while I was still in Port Harcourt that period, start of 2019, I wrote the Federal Scholarship Board exam. I forgot to also say I applied for PTDF. Let me not forget, I applied for PTDF. So anyways, while I was still in Port Harcourt that start of 2019, I wrote the Federal Scholarship Board exam. After writing the Federal Scholarship Board exam, till today, I did not hear whether I pass or whether I fail. PTDF, I did not hear whether I passed or whether I failed, like till today. So the ones that were now remaining was NDDC, Total, NDDC and Total. So still that same period of, I think I was still trying to prepare to go back to ABU, but my school started in ABU May 2019. Anyway, so before that time, Total informed me that I should come to Lagos and write exam. I said, okay, no wahala. Then I told my family, they booked my flights. I flew down to Lagos. I went there, wrote my exam. I can remember I wrote the exam with Jeremy, my classmate and friend, Jeremy, and one other of our colleague whom we finished from the same school together. So myself, Jeremy, and that my colleague, we all wrote the exam together at Echo Hotel and Suite in Lagos. So we wrote it, finished, and anyways, they gave us some money. That was for our transportation. People that came from ABJ, they got like is it 18,000 be 21,000. Me, I came from Port Harcourt, enter flight, do everything, reach there, they gave me 2,000 naira. I said, why? They said because my address showed Lagos. I said, me that's coming to Lagos for the first time, tell me that my address showed Lagos. Like, I don't understand. They said yes, that maybe my application I did. I said, no, then anyway, Shey is a free money, that kind of something. I should just collected the 2K like that, 2,000 naira instead of 21,000 naira. Can you imagine how my village people have been following me since day one? Anyways, I collected the 2,000 naira and I left. Collected it and then I left. I stayed in Lagos rather. I stayed in Lagos and for one full week after staying in Lagos for one full week, and that was my first time going to Lagos, and then I returned. Then this video is getting too long, so anyways, I'll end it here for the part 1, and the part 2 I'll continue. So please, thank you. After watching this, go and watch the part 2.